Welcome to another episode of The Pickpocket. Here at The Pickpocket, we utilize the NBA category in the Fanduel app to help you win money. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and also be sure to subscribe to the channel. There is no cheat sheet today. Only 4 games, and there are players who have only played in the last couple games. It was tough to scout them and provide a good analysis for you, so just lineups tonight. We will bring the sheets back tomorrow. Thank you and good luck. I don't know why I said that like the guy off the Taken movie, but anyway. Mock lineup number 1. If you're new to the channel, feel free to use these mock lineups as a base to your roster. Use 90% of it and substitute players where you see fit to get your own taste for your own lineup. Cole Anthony has been solid, and he's gotten plenty of minutes and made the most of them. Toronto will pose a challenge, but they haven't been what we are used to see defensively from them. Garland is coming alive as well in more minutes and from injury. Minnesota has been gracious to point guards in the amount of FDP they give up. Fred VanVleet has been consistent as it gets, nothing new to picking him. Dwayne Bacon is expandable. He was the only option left that was solid enough. Durant versus Washington back home, terrible defense, off a day of rest and possibly no Harden. Easy pick and worth the salary. Harris remains the third option for Philly and filling in perfect. Kim Birch, makes the most of the minutes he gets because Gordon is slumping. Jared Vanderbilt is a good value option and should do well versus Cleveland. Drummond has possibly the best matchup because Karl Anthony Towns is not playing and has centers eating versus Minnesota. Minnesota gives up a lot of points to centers. All right, hitter per position lineup. We got a hitter per position except in the shooting guard position. We provided you with a player for Toronto that's gotten good minutes lately and wasn't just running around out there but did decent. Also, Edwards at the shooting guard position. He started last game and hopefully starts again. This should be a good game. And provide him a chance to fill the stat sheet. Garland again for this lineup as we paired him with Allen to provide you with Cleveland players. Being that we think this will be a good game, we wanted to provide a player from each side. Kyrie Irving has been crazy since coming back, and Washington will have no answer, and it's whether his shot is falling. Otherwise, it would be an easy 40 FDP night for him. Siakam is facing a defense that can't seem to stop anyone lately. They are close to the bottom of the league in allowing FDP to small forwards. And we're talking about Orlando. Orlando has really been struggling when it comes to guarding small forwards. Sabonis is Mr. 40 FDP for a reason. He only went under it when he got hurt and played 10 minutes. He plays more than 30 minutes and gets more than 40 FDP. Jared Allen has been better lately when they play him good minutes. Vooch is the first and second option for Orlando. He's a stat sheet stuffer for them. 2 most expensive lineup. Durant and Bradley Beal make up your most expensive. The point guard selection is tough as everyone that is good is super costly. Cole Anthony is a good value option while Brogdon seems to play well regardless of the opposition. We remain confident he will continue to post good scoring and almost 10 assists. Danny Green has appeared again. We are nervous too about him. The thing about Danny is that he plays good minutes, has the ability to get hot, and is good for several rebounds and possibly steals and blocks. If you were burned by Prince last game, feel free to substitute. He's simply just a good fill-in. DeAndre Jordan is good enough for mid-20s FDP. Washington should provide opportunity for him to get above that. Player per game lineup. Your biggest players are Irving, Embiid, and VanVleet. Embiid has been on the injury report for the last couple games and still put on great performances. Even against the LA Lakers, continuing his MVP season. Embiid has been scorching lately. Lamb for Indiana has come back and been slightly up and down, but should find himself in a good position to get at least his average FDP. Garrison Matthews has cooled down since being a hot pick when the entire team was out. But whether this game gets out of hand or not, he will play good minutes. Also, Brooklyn has stretches of really atrocious bad defense. Fournier is the next option behind Vooch, at least while Gordon is slumping. He also handles the ball often, increasing his chances of assisting and increasing his FDP. Jeff Green could see a good minutes game. Harden may sit, and they're going against Washington, who dang near has the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. If they assert themselves, this could create a great opportunity for him to go beyond that average. Value pick lineup. This is made to show value picks in each position. Sub out players and insert your own strong players. Cole Anthony and Darius Garland are interchangeable, or can be played together at the point guard position. Apologize for the grammatical error there. As we said in the beginning, there are players who are stepping in for injured players, and they have only played a handful of games. Toronto and Indiana will possibly be down starters. Brooklyn could find themselves in a blowout. Brown and Green make good candidates for games like this. Washington is just so bad. Like, seriously, they're just so bad. Both players don't need to score to have good FDP. I'm curious, why do you guys think Washington is bad? Is it their defense? Is it Russell Westbrook? I'm curious. I actually want to get you guys' input. Let us know in the comments. Baines has been sneaky good, taken away from Boucher, who was scorching early. Ooh, I said Boucher's name's right. I deserve some kudos for that. Also for Orlando, Ross has started to get a small rhythm. Edwards for Minnesota is a good cheap option for tonight as well. Game stack lineup. We never do this, so we decided to try it tonight. We game stacked with Indiana and Philadelphia. We decided to run with Ben Simmons over Embiid because Drummond is cheaper and has the better matchup. Great matchup to have outside of this game. Brogdon and Sabonis are no-brainers for Indiana. They are the highest FDP players for them. Harris and Green fill out the other Philadelphia players. Green has been slightly better than Seth Curry, as Curry relies a bit on whether he is knocking down his shot or not. Simmons is that triple-double threat and the other strong Philadelphia player besides Joel Embiid. With the minimal salary left, Bacon has performed solid lately, getting in the 20s with his FDP. We are high on Edwards in this matchup. We wanted Harris over Green for Brooklyn, but based on the stacking, Green was the best option. Again, Drummond is facing a team that has allowed centers to eat. Check what Embiid and Vooch did against them recently. They had solid games. This is the last lineup we will be providing for you guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And like I said, comment any questions or concerns you may have. And thank you for choosing another episode of the Pickpocket DFS.